love was lost.
Hey,
where'd you go? What now we found?
Oh yeah.
Where'd you go?
Doing a happy dance. Doing a happy dance. Doing a happy dance. Yeah.
Where'd you go? What'd you do? How the hell you made me fall in love with you? And then you leave, now you're gone. All I got is this damn song, so I can feel, but I can't touch you. Set my love, you did too much. Broke my heart, can't find no cause, so why don't you come on back home? Hey, I'm a fucking workaholic with a passion in my heart. Treating rapping as an art, which you have to be a part of. I just copped a new car to hear it start up. Try to do the right thing and please come on. All I want to know is where the fuck did you have to go? I've been waiting on you, baby. Why don't you leave and come on home? I can't be mad, I'm living my dream. Going all around the globe. No, you said you think you love me. You need to let me know. So I've been fucking all these hoes, and I've been blowing all this cash. Cause baby, this just the beginning, and I'ma make all of it back. Where'd you go? What'd you do? How the hell you made me fall in love with you? And then you leave, now you're gone. All I got is this damn song, so I can feel, but I can't touch you. Said my love was a bit too much. Broke my heart, can't find no crush, so why don't you come on back? Hey, it's all good, everybody trying to eat tonight. Trying to go to sleep, having good dreams tonight. You go home, it might get better. All I know, it don't last forever. So take it while you gotta try to get a little more. They say I'm getting better than I ever been before. Well, that's for sure. Tell them what I do. Rap keep me fed like a spoon getting so.
Okay to be hot like it's Arizona. Don't mind my persona, I still got my diploma. If it's 4, then 5, run them over. Can't do mediocre, that be way below us. If I die, at least I know I tried. Yeah. Even if we sleeping on the sofa, don't need no promoters, I still got my diploma.
No diploma, but I pay your tuition. No better lesson than living. They say you get what you giving. Did not have to fake it to get it. I'm friends with a chef, and we go to eat. The table is set in the kitchen. I know what you want, I got it from here. You don't gotta make a decision. Put you in the middle of a movie. Action, cameras, ain't no telling what we gonna do next. It's groovy, passion, dancing. Got space in the crib for your baby, it's roomy. This not average. Wrote there for the day, said you need new Louis Vuitton baggage.
Okay to be hot like it's Arizona. Don't mind my persona, I still got my diploma. If it's 4, then 5, run them over. Can't do mediocre, that be way below us. If I die, at least I know I tried. Yeah. Even if we sleeping on the sofa, don't need no promoters, I still got my diploma.
They said fake it till you make it. I went and made it instead. I really did it myself. It was easier than making a friend. You know if I touch it, it's hot, like I got 100 degrees. You know if I sing it, it's right, like I was under the sea. Lil' seasoning, Lil' Old Bay. Want the real thing, no role play. Dodge a red flag like Olay. Heart been full like Old Faith. Things been real good like the good old days. My eyes on you, I don't look both ways. Say I love you, oh you don't say. Je t'aime parler pour français.
Okay to be hot like it's Arizona. Don't mind my persona, I still got my diploma. If it's 4, then 5, run them over. Can't do mediocre, that be way below us. If I die, at least I know I tried. Yeah. Even if we sleeping on the sofa, don't need no promoters, I still got my diploma.
What is up? Look, they don't let you do polls on oh, can I give away 75 XP? Oh, it just shows me. Apparently BZ-Fied has 75 XP, and that's weird. That is so weird. That can't be my name. Oh, it is. What? Oh, because I'm not watching all my blazing breaks. Interesting. Interesting. All right, guys, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Yeah, this took a little bit to fill, but guess what? We're still giving away 2 pick'em spots, so you'll be added tonight to the pick'em. Oh, I don't like how that's. Well, let's make sure we're good here. You know, when you take 5 days away, things get rusty. You're still confused by what? The pick'em? Let me just see. Give me a minute here. Let me do some fingering on the screen here. I don't want anything wonky. All right, I think we're good. I lost my train of thought. Oh, oh, you're talking about the XP points, Chris. Me too, completely. I don't understand it at all. The other thing is, I'm mad they do that, but now you can't do a poll. Like, I wanted to do a poll where we used to do where you pick the Colts or the Titans. So I'm going to ask a few people that are in here. I think this is a really interesting game. Colts are -4.5. Danny Dimes. I'm sorry, Indiana Jones. I apologize. Indiana Jones going for what? 3-0? Are you kidding me? First NFC South. There are 4 backups playing this week. They said 3, but then they named Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones wasn't a first-round pick, was he? I don't think he was. Was he? Oh, yeah, they traded up to get him early. That's right, they did. So listen, apparently there are 4 first-round picks playing this week that are backups that are starting for injured players. And that would be Daniel Jones, Marcus Mariota, Carson Wentz, and Mac Jones. That's wild, right? Like, and that's, I guess, look, that's good. That means first round picks are sticking around. They're not giving up. But the argument they were having, oh yeah, no punts or turnovers. First team to do it in the modern football era. That's wild. The argument they were having on Sirius when I was listening today about this, let me bring my microphone over too. I apologize. Was that they're like, now wait a minute. Is this just a matter of these guys not being given enough time? Because now you have like a Sam Darnold situation. Now, again, Sam Darnold, first round draft pick on his 3rd or 4th team. Daniel Jones, not on his original team, 2019. Didn't really, you know what I mean? And now he's having a success. The argument was, are these organizations not giving these players enough time and or throwing them to the wolves way too quick? And the funny thing was, they were talking about Mac Jones starting for the Niners. Josh already left, but Mac Jones starting for the Niners. And the fact that since even then, they traded the same year Mac Jones was a rookie, they gave all these picks up to move up to second to draft Trey Lance, and now they're starting Mac Jones. It just really is weird, and you guys know I've always said that. I always thought it was a weird thing. Nick Nash at a 349 going to the Falcons. So I'm going to give you my picks. The plan was to do a Whatnot show tomorrow morning. Since then, my wife has set up a in-law family bike ride to go to a brewery because she said since the Bills don't play, I said that's hard to argue, right? The Bills played Thursday. We'll get into that game in a minute. Appreciate you guys that are in here chatting and stuff. But we will. I have not given up on the idea we're going to do Whatnot. I promise. It's just, start of the year, life gets away from me. You know that. We are going to do more of that. CJ Stroud. There's a Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson said they don't really keep in touch anymore. It's not that they're not friends. They've just grown older and they've grown apart. For whatever. Why that's a news story, I don't know. In other news, I don't talk to a lot of my friends from college either, in case you were worried about that. Let's go back. Woo! Here's a nice one. Who has a worse offense? Patrick Mahomes or Josh Allen? And take away the fact that Josh Allen is doing well with his offense and Patrick Mahomes isn't. I say Patrick Mahomes because I still think, even though he has Kelsey who's aged and Dalton Kincaid kind of sucks when you compare tight ends, I still think Shakir, as of right now, when Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy are healthy, it's definitely Mahomes is a better one. But right now, it's Allen has a little better. Mahomes has the worst. He'll have a better a little bit. But man, do they have the 2 worst offenses in the league? Jalen Walker, another one for the Falcons. You have that dude. I love the green, Chris. Again, you guys know I'm advocates for numbering this stuff or grading this stuff. They're both out of $9.99, but that looks great in a slab in my opinion. I love these megas because they come with so many numbered cards. We're gonna get another one here. How about Brock Bowers? No hit, but a bunch of numbered stuff. 4 numbered cards per box. So I want to get into the Bills-Dolphins game quick. Look, you haven't heard a ton of it yet. I'm sure it's been sprinkled into your analysis. If you watch Good Morning Football or if you watch anything on ESPN, you're going to hear it more and more as the Bills continue to win, if they continue to win. That Miami game, I said from the start, worried me a little bit. But you're going to hear this a lot. The Bills were given the easiest schedule in the NFL. All right. I'm not going to argue that it's easy. Well, one thing I'll take away from this is you can't hold division opponents as like, oh, they get to play the Jets, the Dolphins, and the Pats. Okay, that's fine. In the same breath, though, it's like saying if the Ravens get to play the Browns twice, that's a cakewalk. Well, the Browns always play the Ravens stuff. Yes, the Dolphins play this stuff. The Patriots play. That's division rivalries. So I want to take away that for a minute. Then they draw the NFC South. It's on a rotating cycle. I agree. They got very lucky with that. We play the Panthers, the Saints, and the Bucks. I think the Bucks are solid. But moving on, they really do. If I get into it, hold on, let me pull it up. Their schedule is really easy. I'm just going to be straight up on. I'm not going to argue the fact that it's easy. So they get the Saints, the Pats, the Falcons, going to the Falcons game, Panthers, then they play the Chiefs, they get the Dolphins again, then the Bucks, Texans, Steelers, Bengals. Bengals, now again, that's entering the time where maybe Joey B has a chance to be back. Probably not, but that's a tough game on paper when you think about it. Patriots, Browns, Eagles, and then the Jets. When you look at quality matchups, in my opinion, they beat the Ravens. To me, the Ravens are the best team in the NFL. I still stand by that. They get the Chiefs. They get the Bucks, who I think is an absolute solid team. The Bengals, albeit Burrow got hurt, but Bengals, you can't change the schedule there. And the Eagles, the Super Bowl champion. They have 5 extremely tough opponents. You add in the Browns defense. You add in the Steelers, I think are going to be tough. About half your schedule are games that are tight. Yeah, but I mean, I'm looking at this year, Chris. I don't know. I didn't look at strength of schedule. Quinshawn Judkins, toot man. I'm anxious to see what he does this week. I'm just going, woo, look at this. Mystery Rookie 5. Chris, do you know, did they say who these are? We may have to do some research. Out of a blaster, man. These score blasters, so people ask me, hey, I'm at Walmart. Walmart and Target now have cards in them. What would you get? There's a reason I'm putting Elite Megas and Score Blasters in here. It's not because I get them cheap or I have to scour for these. And the thing is, Score Megas are okay. But if I'm buying Score, I'm going with the Blasters. I'm talking retail, not hobby. I'm going Score Blasters over Mega, and I'm doing Elite Megas over Blasters. Elite Megas are great. They're $60, I think. I think $59.99. The Score Blasters are only like $30. And to me, they're providing, look at this. And the next card, Blake Corum, out of $3.99. The card just looked good. We'll do a brief. Let me ask Jason real quick about the mystery rookies here, and then if there's no indication, McMillan. If there's no indication, we'll just random it up when we do our spots. Will Howard, Aiden Hutchinson green, throwbacks Barkley, even just nice cards. It's the first blaster in a long time. I would say, hey, you have a kid that wants to open cards. It's great. Go get yourself a Score Blaster. I was at Walmart when the other day getting some of these, and there's Woody Marks. Watch out for that dude. Cam Ward, Cooper Kupp. We're going to talk about him. Jackson Dart throwback. Anthony Richardson. We didn't open all the packs. That's weird. And they're like, what do you think? I'm like, Score Blasters. Like, over the Megas? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Go the Blasters. What about Elite? Go with the Megas. Like, I think if you watch and you open, you see it. I want everyone to get the best value that they can. For the first time, those are 2 retail. And shout out to Chris. I got to give a shout out to Chris. Chris put me on to the Elite Megas and actually the Score Blasters is the reason I tried them to start. But I'm telling you, they have not disappointed at all. Will Anderson Jr. zoned in for the Texans. So big shout out to Chris. I always lean on you guys. And I have other guys in the group that message me like, hey, I opened this. I think these are cool. That's why we got some of the totally certified back in like 2024 because, and I agree, those are great too. The problem is there's an Igbuka. People get tied up on like watching the big hits out of products. And what I mean by that is like Panini One. Let me give you an example. Panini One. Is it an awesome product when you look at like the cool stuff that comes out of it? Absolutely. 100%. You are going to get burnt on that 95% plus of the time. There's a reason we're not breaking it. Don Russ in 2025 at almost $5.50 a box. I love it. I love Don Russ. I love it. And then we're going to probably try to get some retail and break. But like, whoa, man, if you're chasing downtowns, go retail. If you want autographs, $5.50 a box, Don Russ, 1 autograph, man, that's a risky little game to play. I'd almost rather pay up and do Panini One. You can get numbered parallels. Let's see what the retail provides. If they're going to start giving us numbered in Don Russ retail and downtowns, I mean, we're getting hits out of Score. Are they going back? Have they realized that the retail shelves are like getting a little oversaturated? Maybe people have, got a bitter taste, a sour taste in their mouth. Maybe we get some of that retail quality back. And like when I started, we broke a shit ton of retail, and it was good. Numbered cards, hits, $20 a blaster. It's awesome. I'm okay with $30 a blaster for the Score. I am. I'm all right with that. It provides numbered cards, a hit. We just got a redemption for a Score rookie. But there's a reason you're watching Select, Prism. You're watching that stuff sit on. I mean, I'm telling you, I can go to Walmart today and get Prism, Select, but Score's gone. Isn't that wild? And the reason is the Score Blasters are like, the Prism Blasters are like $40. $40. And there's no content in them. Right? Yeah, you can get silvers, but they're overprinted. You can't get numbered content. You can't get autos. The best card, like if you price out your best hit out of it, it's like $75. Well, that's a problem. I agree, Chris. Now, again, I only opened 1, and I have 1 more to throw in a mix. I've seen some good stuff come out of it, but when you're paying over double the price, give me 2 blasters all day. Emeka Egbuka throwback. Man, I have so many shares of him, and I'll tell you what, that was my hit of the year. My miss of the year was my own James Cook. I had got way too much Ray Davis. James Cook looking like an absolute stud. Here we go. Josh Downs out of $4.99 with the stars. Like the parallels in this are great. I do wish maybe we should have waited till a little later to get a little chat going. I've been waiting for you guys all week. Oh, not the guy you want to see. Austin Eckler. I had to drop him in a ton of leagues. He's out for the season. Not worth keeping in Dynasty. I did have quite a few shares of him. That was another fail. But that's all right. He didn't hurt where you drafted him. Zach McCarthy just sent me something. Oh, Chris, I want to look at your thing too. Yeah, but I'm just... One of the things that shocks me about the hobby right now is how expensive the hobby products are and what they're providing. Like, I would have expected them to come down a little bit with less content, and they haven't. They've really not come down at all. Ashton Genty throwback. This is a print line or something in it. Chris, who did the... we stopped at the first game. Let's throw another game up, at least in the combo. Oh, here we go. What's this? Is this a case hit? I think it is. Players of 2024. I believe this is a case hit. Let me see. Mystery rookies, ultra rare inserts including top 100, mystery rookies, and a step ahead. So we pulled a mystery rookie, and how about a Travis Kelce top 100? Oh, okay. I won't share it then, Chris. I better not share what Zach sent too. That's always a risky game. Kansas City Chiefs, Jason Franklin, congratulations. Case hit there. So 2 case hits, or at least SSPs. We got the mystery rookie and the Kelce. Again, I think the retail's starting to provide a little bit. There's a reason we're posting it. Someone asked, doing Donruss? I said, if I can get my hands on retail. Guys, those of you who have been around long enough, you know I'm not like yanking your chain. I'm not telling you something just to tell you. I don't feel like it's worth it. There's an RJ Harvey Green rookies. To spend $500 on a... I mean, well, maybe I should ask you guys. I'm going to go through this because I'm not sure I went through all this. I think I did, but we're just going to rifle through it quick. Yeah, we did. Have you guys watched a lot of it? Do you guys feel like Donruss is worth $500 a box? Would you rather have Panini 1 for 1 card or Donruss for your 2 hits? Yeah, we went through all this. Donruss for your 2 hits. And I'm asking, I'm hoping someone's in here and at least watch us get the other case hit here. How cool would that be? I agree, Chris. And thank you again for being in here chatting. I appreciate it. I think it is Eckler's career. I mean, what is he, like 30, 31? He was already questionable to make it through the season. Meniscus? Oh, no, it was his Achilles. Tore his Achilles. I mean, let's be honest. You're not, at that age, even if you come back, how much you trust it. So, I want to go back into the Dolphins-Bills game just real quick, because, man, I'll tell you what, it's weird being a Bills fan and being, like, tied or, like, not looking good and somebody like, I just feel like we have this game. That's not what I normally feel like. I'm usually like, I think we're going to lose this. That game against Miami, even when we were tied and stuff, it just felt like the Bills were just in control. And it was weird. It was like, they weren't looking good. They were punting when they should have been getting first downs. Their defense was sloppy. There's a Rich Gannon out of $3.99. But at the end of the day, Tua turned the ball over, threw to Bernard, who was supposed to be out of the game. Like, he hurt himself pretty good. There's a Hampton. And how about Ramondre? He's having a heck of a season. And, we won by 10. It was not a pretty game for either team. It's Cam Ward, Jalen Walker. But we got the job done. Then after the game, I just woke up the next day thinking, there was no bad calls. Like, there really wasn't. I mean, there's always missed calls in games and stuff like that, but there was nothing egregious. I felt like there were a couple, honestly, calls that were called holding on us that were like, put an arm out. And it was like, oh, that's a hold. But either way, there's a Cam Ward. The next day, apparently at halftime, Josh Allen knelt the ball down to close out the half, threw the ball to the official, but his knee never touched. Now, if you watch it closely enough, there's an Egbuka. If you watch it closely enough, the first time his knee misses, he gathers the ball, touches down quickly, then throws the ball to the ref. It's like all in one fluid motion. There's a nice Luther Burden. Trent Green. Well, Dolphins fans were like, this is bullshit. This should have been a turnover. I'm like, I get it. You need to grab straws. Right? But the fact of the matter is, even on a touchdown, it's still a 10-point game. It wasn't like it was decided by 3 points. This is the best one I've seen yet. Dolphins apparently are filing a grievance. that Bills players were using smelling salts that were bought for them by the team. Now, if you don't know, smelling salts were banned this year. Teams are not allowed to provide them, but players can buy them themselves. So I don't know if it was personnel's not allowed to hand it to them even. They have to get it out of their bag or whatever. I didn't see it. They didn't show it on the sidelines. But I was like, come on, dude, stop reaching. This smelling salts have been a part of the game forever. And it's not like they're performance enhancing. The reason that they're saying that you can't use smelling salts is because they're concerned about the spine, concussion, all that, that camp. Well, when you use smelling salts, you don't feel as much pain. It increases your... It's a performance enhancing is essentially what they're saying. I agree. I've had plenty of smelling salts. When I didn't sleep, when I started breaking and I was teaching, dude, I bought jars of those things. And you put a little water, you shake it up, you smell it. It's fantastic. It's wild. I couldn't believe it was legal and it existed when I found it. Studies would show that it's not performance enhancing. But anyhow, they're reaching for it. That wasn't even... The most awkward part of the game, though, and I saw a post on this, was when, after Tyreek Hill catches a touchdown, ties the game, mind you, with in the fourth, James Conner out of 649, they go on this tangent about how he's being investigated for assault. It was weird, dude. Oh yeah, he beats women. Here, he just scored a touchdown. And they're like, what a great catch. Also, he completely beat this woman and charges are pending and blah. It's like, dude. That's what I read too, Chris. It can mask concussion symptoms. I think it's more of a preemptive thing. But, they could be right. I mean, it's like anything that increases your adrenaline and stuff. It makes you fight through pain. I just watched, what was it, Friday Night Lights, the movie? Is that the one with James Vanderbeek? And it's what they do. They're like, give him a shot. Give him this. Anything to get him through the pain. And meanwhile, they don't feel it. Will Johnson out of 649. Bo Nix, spellbound. But I agree. Anything that gives you a boost. Drake May Elite. Really nice looking card. That white there with the Patriots colors. Nice. Kool-Aid out of 499. And let James cook. Man, he looks so good this year. Shifty, strong. I still think Elite Megas are awesome. But I think Score Blasters are better than Elite Megas. I think Score Blasters are the retail product of the year so far. Maybe those Donruss tins I keep hearing about. Well, Chris, I'm really glad you're in here chatting with me, man. This is kind of why I think, hopefully when we get back on Whatnot, we get a little more chatter. This is my favorite thing to do. We waited 5 days to do the break. And I get it, dude. I've been busy, too, with family stuff. It's 6 o'clock on a Saturday. I'm sure people are doing things. I was, again, hoping to be live during football games tomorrow since the Bills don't play. But Dougie, are you in here? How's your head feeling, man? Dougie closed it up for us. Big shout out to Dougie, but he's got a little bit of a migraine going on. So, Brian Thomas. The Hurdle. That's such a sweet card. And Pierce Jr. for the Falcons. That's out of 35. Such a great parallel. Michael Penix. Swatches. Trey Hendrickson. And apparently, really cool dude from what Good Morning Football hosts are saying. And Quinshawn Judkins. I wanted to see. Who do the Bears have? So we said the Colts got the Titans. Steelers, Patriots. Only a 1.5 point spread. That could be a good game. Jets, Bucks. I think Bucks handled business. Although Bucks are missing 3 offensive linemen. Something to look for if you're going to look at maybe interceptions or sacks, something like that. Raiders, Commanders could be a good game. Jaden Daniels is out. Carson Wentz starting for the Commanders, I believe. Rams, Eagles. That's going to be a tight game, although Eagles are favored by 3.5. Interesting. Falcons, Panthers. Falcons a little bit on a roll. We got Bengals, Vikings, which would be an amazing game if it was. Oh, no, Carson Wentz for the Vikings, right? So we have Carson Wentz versus, dude, Browning. Did you see Browning's lady? Woo! 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 Prather. Oops, let's hang tight on this. Oh, here we go. Insert numbered. Cameron Jordan out of 50. Engage. Is it Jordan Cameron or Cameron Jordan? Jackson Dart rookie. Caden Prather for the Bills out of 150. And how about a Nolan? Walter Nolan for the Cardinals. I think Dougie took him to close it out. Yeah, it's Mariota. That's right. It was funny, Chris, because they were like, Mariota with a revenge game. And Jamie Erdahl on Good Morning Football was like, well, is it really? Like, he's been on 9 teams. So, like, half the teams he plays against are going to be revenge games. Yeah, let's look at quarterbacks of this week. So we got Daniel Jones versus Cam Ward. Aaron Rodgers versus Drake May. We have Tyrod Taylor versus Baker Mayfield. Geno Smith versus Marcus Mariota. We have Matt Stafford versus Jalen Hurts. Probably the best quarterback matchup yet. Michael Penix against Bryce Young. 2 young guys. Browning versus Wentz. Jordan Love versus Joe Flacco. Bo Nix against Justin Herbert. We have Spencer Rattler against Sam Darnold. It's just wild. Kyler Murray against Mac Jones. Dak Prescott against Caleb Williams. Mahomes versus Russell Wilson. Goff versus Lamar. Just like, I feel like we are at a time where quarterbacks in the NFL are at a premium. Like, there are. But no Jaden Daniels. No. Where's the Jags? We don't have bye weeks yet. When do the Jags play? I missed that one. Is Trevor Lawrence playing? I know he was questionable. You got Ty Felton. Alfred Collins. There's another Nolan. Warner. Bigsby, who's on the Eagles now. Wilson. Here he is. Chase Brown, numbered out of 100. Malik Neighbors, man, is he not looking good? I mean, he is looking good. Out of 199, Kurt Warner. And then Travion Henderson. Another one for you. This one out of 700 going to Mello. Did he get him? Patriots. Jason Mello. No, not Caleb. Trevor Lawrence. Did I say Caleb Williams? I meant Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence, I think, was questionable, right? Is he out? And if so, who's starting for him? All right, last pack. Good luck, y'all. And then we'll do the random. Well, I got to look up to see those rookie cards. Those mystery rookies. Kyle Williams. Ooh, sorry. I want to talk to Sampson. Dylan Sampson. Isaiah Bond. Jalen Hurts. Keon Coleman. Making strides. And Mika Egbuka Dynamic. Penix. How about a Marks? That's a Woody Marks out of 249. I'm telling you, going to be a stud. And an on-card Amari Hampton Blue Ink for the Chargers. Lonnie coming in. Lonnie, you got something for those teams. That's a good one there. Have you heard about Trevor, though, Chris? Man, Chris, I'm so glad you were in here, dude. I'd be a little disappointed if not. Not a lot of chatter. Thank you for hanging out, buddy. All right, before the recap, I'm going to hit a little Peroni. So, 2 SSPs. Again, teams were as low as what, $6 in this? $8, 9, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14. So a nice cheap mix, chance to get some cool stuff. Lots of sleeved up stuff. Let's see all of our numbered content. Woody Marks out of 149. Chase Brown to 100. Warner to 199. This is Cameron Jordan out of 50. Jackson Dart rookie, great action shot. Prather out of 150 for the Bills. Pierce Jr. numbered out of 35. Simmons to 499. Johnson to 649. McKinstry to 499. Connor to 649. We had the Gannon to 399. Cam Ward throwback. Cam Ward base. RJ Harvey green. We had the Corum to 399. Josh Downs to 499. Cam Ward base. Jackson Dart throwback. Bowers to 649. 849. Walker and Mahomes to 999. And a Nick Nash to 849. Our swatches included Penix, Stevenson, Eckler, and Anderson for the Texans. And our autos weren't bad. And we had the Travion Henderson out of 700. We had the Walter Nolan, not great, but out of 700. Cardinals with it. On card year one, blue ink, Amari and Hampton. And then we had two, a case hit. Top 100, Travis Kelce to the Chiefs, to Jason Franklin. And then a mystery rookie 5. Let me do a real quick minute of research here. Score mystery. NFL mystery. As of today, there is no actual player. So we'll random this up. Awesome. So we'll random this, and then we'll do our two. That's cool. So if you're in here and you haven't had a card yet, and you're like, dang it, that sucked. It didn't suck fully yet. Give it a minute to suck a little bit more. Oh, dang it. Give me a minute here. I got to pay for... Oops. Pay as you go. Okay, so I got to add some credit. Let's buy credit. Just give me a minute. I might just do 100 giveaways. How much is it? 15. Let's try that. Better not. We'll do one more month of unlimited. Sorry, I apologize. I don't like to do it this way, but buy credit. This happens sometimes when I go to random and I'm like, uh-oh. I say I'm live for randoming and then bless me. Who was it that was in an interview and he sneezes like, oh, bless you, thank you. And it was like completely accidental. Well, Chris and anyone else that popped in the chat, I appreciate you being in here to chat. I wish it would have been more, but you know, we got things going on. I understand. All right, we're all purchased up now. We're going to do, the first thing is the mystery rookie. A Minnesota Vikings is going to be Brad Holste. There you go, Brad. Minnesota taking it down. Now, everyone eligible, top 2 will get a spot in week 2/3. Pick them. Winner gets $25 at the pick 'em. Probably last week we're going to do it. Just not getting enough names in it, so we'll come up with something else. Maybe get an entry into a prize drawing. We used to do some cool things like that. Jets and Niners. So Drake and Nate Gogol. Drake Leonard, Nate Gogol. All right, guys. That is all she wrote. Might be doing some serial numbers and stuff tonight. We will see. Stay tuned. Dude, Chris, that's the story of my life. I could put a 3-leg, 4-leg, 5-leg, 6-leg, and a 7-leg in, and I will hit 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Swear to God. And it's never the hard ones that don't hit. It's always like the ones that should hit. Love you guys. Hope you're doing well. See you soon. Maybe tonight. Peace.